Hey guys, what's up? Can you guys tell me if the sound is good, please? Only thing I want to know. If you guys can tell me, and if that's the case, we can basically start. So don't forget, again, starting with the obvious thing, but don't forget to leave a like on the stream. It's very important. What's going on? Can anyone type in the chat if the sound is good, just to know that? Mike said all good. Okay. Alright, so for some reason I have some problem with my mouse. Not sure what's going on there. See if this fixes. Sometimes, I don't know, it starts clicking. I have to buy a new mouse. So guys, hope everything is well, my friends. With me, everything is great. Let's take a look at the PWCC weekly auction. And like always, if you have questions, leave on the chat. Very important. If you are joining the stream right now or even watching the VOD, do not forget to leave a like. Very important, is the best way to show support. So let's start with this. I think everything is fine, and that's what matters. Hey Niels. Oh, Niels, not Niels. Niels is a friend of the channel. Niels actually is a different person. So let's start with this. So we start with the typical pre-war, since this goes from the earliest to basically goes from pre-war to vintage, and yeah, not the area of the market that I collect, but I always enjoy to take a look. There is a lot of amazing cards from Spain in pre-war. I always love to look at them. Chocolates Amatler. I'm aware of this brand, but I don't know a lot about the rarity, etc. I suspect it's quite rare. Hey Thomas, how are you doing? Knowing that it's pre-war, right? See, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. As you can see, it's clicking all over the place. Okay, this is really not good. Should be better. Some Dixidine, some Fritz, another Dixidine. Again, not the area at the market, not one of the areas of the market that I collect, but I enjoy watching, like I tend to say. Actually love the look of these Carreras. The Queen Elizabeth rookies, I believe, is also in this set, if I'm not mistaken. Popular personalities. So always cool to see. Okay, we can skip this. Okay, so we need to talk about this one. I'm not sure if this is the same or not, but it's kind of crazy that so many of these have been appearing on the market recently. Maybe this is not getting paid and getting relisted over and over. I'm not sure, to be honest. But at least look at the rarity. Just to grade the higher PSA population 1 of 2. And I believe we saw with this one 3. I could be wrong on this, but I feel like this is appearing too much for my taste. The player in question, I mean, is an all-time great, no doubt, until this day. With Cristiano Ronaldo, the best Real Madrid player ever, Alfredo Di Stefano. But yeah, his rookie material, specific discard. I think is better to put it this way. I really do not like the look, but let's keep moving. Oliva Bologet. We have the typical Brugueras. Again, I would not pay a lot of money for this, since I believe they are a bit more common than most people realize. Of course, they are old. And I also understand the appealing of collecting this set. At the end of the day, I mean, Gento, Suarez, we're talking about amazing players. I believe Suarez actually won Ballon d'Or. Interior Esquerda, Coruña. So I suspect Deportivo Coruña. It's a fun sticker to collect for sure. It's a fun set. There is other amazing players like Di Stefano, basically all the legends in the 50s in Spain. Talking about legends in the 50s in Spain, Kubala was one of the biggest ones. This card in particular I don't know anything about, but I have to say it, I really don't like this card that much. seems a bit basic, but maybe sometimes the most important thing tends to be rarity, and maybe there is strong rarity on this one. I know this is not the true rookie for Cuballo, but probably one of the earliest obtainable cards, if I had to guess. Now we have John Charles. No, don't think he's super relevant. We have Garrincha, authentic. See, this is the type of stuff that I have some objections. So again, you guys already know my opinion about this set on for Pele. I don't think this should even be graded, but look at this. You can see how it's still crazy to me looking at this, that this type of stuff still gets graded today. I understand some people may disagree, but look at this, honestly. The reason it got authentic is probably because of the bad job in the cut. If you guys buy it, you trim it, you send it, there is a good chance you get the grade. There is no back damage. Nothing against Garrincha, all-time great. I actually love the photo for Garrincha and for Pele on the set. This is not even a set, that's the problem, but for this release. Talking about the card I like quite more than that one is this Robert Charlton. It is Bobby Charlton rookie card. ABC, if you guys are not aware, was basically a sub-brand almost at the time from Topps. They had some type of partnership. And yeah, as you can see, they remember baseball cards. This card remembers Mickey Mantle, the 52 famous card. Of course, quite different in terms of lore, but a beautiful card. This one in particular is very off-center, and even the cut does not look that's right. So if you have a card at auction and it's very low, what's your plan of auction? Do you just wait or try to proactive to promote it? So I actually don't have anything in these 2 weekly auctions on PWCC, but when I have, at least the last time I did this, I tried to make a post on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, on my Discord. I don't use my YouTube to be honest to promote the listings. I think that's going a bit too far on. At one point I did, now I don't do it. But basically I do what everything does. I put on Discord and I put on Instagram. And I'm not sure if I do Friday or Saturday. Now I'm not sure. But basically I do one of these two days. And of course Sunday a little bit closer to the auction. I try to post at the European time. That way I know there is a lot of Europeans bidding on this stuff. So yeah, basically that's the way I promote. I don't start promoting very early. To be honest, it's more in the last days. I do a push to increase awareness. Not sure if I end up answering your question or not, Mike, but yeah, that's the way I do it. Garrincha, 58 Bremer Coffee. If you guys are not aware, coffee basically means coffee. Those cards are nice. I like the thing with action shots like this. They almost seem a special collectible to be honest. Wait, let me just take the sound of my phone because I don't want to be getting notifications. Just 1 second, guys. All right, should be fine now. So yeah, that's the problem with this type of cards is they almost feel a different type of collectible, especially because nowadays we don't do this type of stuff. But I think they are extremely cool to be honest. And again, Garrincha, all-time great. I know I repeat myself on that, but Garrincha was that special. Makes sense, thank you. Thank you. I always think some influencers are paid to promote. I never promoted anything for money. I had, I'm talking about listings. I had people that ended up reaching to me if I could make a post, and I said, yeah, why not? Just a second. But yeah, I never did it for money. But I also don't like to do it. I have to be honest, because it's always a bit weird to promote stuff that is not mine. But yeah. So we continue. Now we have the typical cadet suites. So I believe when this is back down is 58. Let's see if there is a 59 right there. Because there is a difference on these ones. Okay, all of these are 58. But correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in chat, I believe when is inverted is actually 59. Those ones are the rookies, 58. Dennis Law, important player, but not crazy. Sander Coxis, also a legend, but again, a player that his market is quite unexplored. Interesting to see a Garrincha on the NBA authentication. Why not grading this? I mean, it's a card that does not go for a lot of money, to be honest, nowadays. I feel like, especially if it's a 1 or a 2, which most likely will be the case with damage on the top. But yeah, interesting stuff. Mazzola, another legend. Now we have the Edizione Vava Figurine Calcio. This set I feel like is difficult to find. Not recently, but at one point I was looking at these cards to see what's going on with the set. I was looking even on eBay Italy, etc. And I thought it was fairly difficult to find this type of cards. There is a rookie for Pele on this set with 2 players. I believe it's Vava and Pele. This one is Didi and Garrincha. So in this case, 4 legends. Two on this card, 2 on the other card. The Pele card sells for a good amount of money. Some collectors may not like it because there is 2 players and not just 1. But I think is a nice card. Okay. Interesting. Ruiz Romero. Garrincha looks different there almost. Campeona del Mundo. Okay, this is a Spanish set. 58. Okay. This is a good grade, I think. Again, I think in a sense that it's obvious that it's a good grade at SCC, 1 of 1, but even at PSA, I suspect this probably will be very high on the list. Now we have the Swedish record, John Charles again, and Gunnar Nebo. Don't know a lot about this guy. John Charles, I know a bit more. Now we have a big card on this list, Pele key goal. At one point, this was debatable, the grail for Pele. A couple of you guys may not remember, but when I started collecting soccer, I remember talking with a couple of Pele collectors, and there was a real debate between this Pele and the Alifa Bologet Pele. So interesting to see this card appearing on the weekly. Since his lore almost in the hobby ended up going down a bit more, the reason is PSA puts this 58, 59, but this most likely is actually 60s. So that's why the card is down so much, even though there is still demands a lot of money. But at one point this card was crazy. Hey Alan, how are you doing? All right, so we keep moving. Another Garrincha. I feel like there is a lot of Garrinchas, right? The colors are so weird. I think they end up doing some change because this is Botafogo, but I don't think Botafogo ever was yellow and red. I think it's white and black. But a cool card to be honest. Same with this one. Now we have Petrota Milionário Ferro Elétrico Dida and Pele. I think those cards are cool. The dollars cards, but not something I collect, to be honest. Gordon Banks. I feel like this card is easy to find, even in good conditions. So I'm not sure. I can see it's very high grade on SCC, but I've been seeing this card appearing in decent grades. I feel like in PSA 7, PSA 8. So I would not think this is a grail card just because it's a SCC 8. It's an important card since Gordon Banks was an important player. We have Garrincha and Jair, but a different version. You can see this one. Okay, this is also higher grade, but seems a bit more rare maybe than the other. One of my favorite Pelés in terms of eye appealing. I really like this one. I think it's such a nice card. I love this type of photos in cards, and the thing with this set, similar to Einarl, is that this is cardboard, and I think that's great, and it looks like a typical card, and I think collectors also like that, even though in soccer I understand it's a bit different since we collect all over the place. We collect stickers, cards, postal cards sometimes, so it's crazy. Crazy and good at the same time, of course. So I see that I have 16 people watching the stream. Let me ask you just for one thing, guys, if you can leave a like. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let's keep moving. Now we have Garrincha, PSA 5. Eusebio on this set, Imperia Calcio, is a very famous card. I feel like collectors tend to love this set, and I also think this one looks quite good. And the interesting thing, if PSA is correct, this is a big if, not PSA, actually PWCC is correct, it says that PSA population 1 of 2 non-graded higher. So maybe this card can have a strong premium because of that. Yeah, Luther Sport seems more rare than Einarl. The problem is I'm not sure if the market will make a big difference since they will have the Einarl version, that is basically the same card. But I agree with you. I mean, it's almost like a bit different since the rarity in vintage is stronger, but almost remembers me the Campione. Do people really care about that? I mean, we see that people care, but will the premium be the correct premium we tend to think? I think that's where things get very debatable. So I was talking about postcards, and you can see another one, Nanina. I feel like Nanina is the set of the Puskás rookie. Am I correct on that? So interesting to see that there is a postal card, and I would love to know, but this is a genuine question. I think it will be interesting to know how they know this is Nanina, because I have no idea. Now let's take a look at one thing that I find fascinating on this one. Just looking for So this is the Brazil kit with the Santos logo. How crazy is that? Look at this. It's a nice Photoshop right there, right? I don't think that there was a Brazil kit with the Santos, so really cool to see. We have Eusebio Blue Name with certified eye appealing, top 15%. I would say one thing, I don't care a lot about this eye appealing award. I love PWCC, and I think that they do an amazing job even with soccer. They could be better, to be honest, but in general I feel like they do an amazing job. But I never do myself caring a lot about this eye appealing, right? Because at the end of the day, you like it, you may not like it, but what matters is what the grading company said. But this is a nice photo for Eusebio. There are several cards that would Brazil Carlos with Santos badge. Okay, James, but do you think that's... but there was actually a kit with the Santos badge, or this not Photoshop, but you get the point, is basically them trying to do something cool. Dinosov, you can see back damage. Legendary goalkeeper, some people may put him top 5 ever. This is a rookie for him. At one point this card was going crazy, in good condition of course, top grades. I feel like now he's down a lot. What does the auto represent on the Zoff? Does that mean authentic and not altered? So nowadays they actually tell you the reason, but you can see out is basically authentic, yes. No, they photoshopped. Okay, that was also my initial idea. Thank you. So you can see another nice Pele. I feel like there is some damage on the back. Am I crazy about that? I'm just saying this because this got a 4. Not sure about this one. Look, the reason I'm saying I'm not sure about this one is sometimes the letters go away over time, you know. So I don't want to have, but a lot of times this is also because of damage and paper loss. Cool Pele. Always, I love to see vintage on SCC. I think looks so nice. Legendary player, I believe in this case goalkeeper, Joseph Meyer. It's crazy that this set, 65 Bergman, have 3 of the best players ever for Germany. Honestly, ever for the positions in question. This is one of the best goalkeepers ever. I think you can make an argument this is in the debate contention with Neuer, Kahn, in terms of the best goalkeeper ever for Germany, even though I prefer the more modern goalkeepers. I think that position ended up changing so much that for me it's difficult to go with the old generation, but legendary player, legendary card for him. And those cards in PSA 4, they tend to be difficult. You see them a lot in PSA 1, PSA 2, so if you are a Meyer collector, you can see that you probably can find some value on this one. PSA population 1 of 3, 9 graded higher. But we have even a better one. We have now a 6. Okay, so 2 big ones. Again, this is good if you are a German collector, if you like the history of Meyer. Great opportunity because with 2, you probably will be able to find some value if I had to guess. Talking about a player that is also a legend, even bigger than Meyer, is of course Gerd Müller. Gerd Müller is an all-time great. I mean, in terms of striker, goal scorer, probably top 5, I don't know, but one of the best ever without a doubt. In terms of records, just take a look at his ratio, goal ratio. It's completely insane. This guy was a machine. I believe that they call him the Bomber. Talking about another legend, now we have Franz Beckenbauer with the ball. I love this card. I know it's not that difficult to find, but I don't know. I think the colors go so well. The blue on the sky, the red kit with the yellow ball. I think it's just a nice card. Another cool card, 65, 66 Panini Calciatore Valida Back Pele. I think there is something about these Panini stickers early in the 60s because they are some of the first licensed type of product for legends, in this case for Pele. So again, with eye appealing PWCC top 15%. Another rookie for Gerd Müller. This one I don't like that much, being honest, but again, to each their own. Another rookie for Franz Beckenbauer. This is from the TTT set. The headshot tends to be quite more popular than this one, but I like it. I mean, action shot without back damage, they tend to be difficult from what I know. And as you can see, it's just 3 graded higher. It means authentic, yep. I like the Panini stickers, just not as rare. Yeah, I mean, they are condition rarity, right? Most likely. Not the case on this one, but if you are able to have this sticker in PSA 8, PSA 9, I mean, again, can we predict the future? Of course not, but I suspect, and we can have, again, educated prediction that most likely they will be difficult to find. BVG, I don't get the point of creating this card with BVG, to be honest, especially because the card actually seems like looks nice, but people tend to put a huge discount on this one. Even with SCC, it will be much better. But an amazing card for Franz Beckenbauer. These 66 cards, talking about this and with the ball. Oh, they put 65 on this one. So be careful, by the way, this is 66, not 65. This is a mistake by SCC. It's the same year as this one. They tend to be a bit, not a bit, quite more easy to find than the 65, and most of them are in good condition. The reason was distribution was quite different. Pele and Cut, Verlag, love this sticker. Not my market, to be honest, but I love to see Pele cards. I mean, he's a legend, all-time great. Alex Ferguson, is this a rookie? Well, if you guys are not aware, but you guys probably are, Alex Ferguson is one of the best coaches ever. At one point I knew he's rookie, but I'm not sure about this card. Probably a very early card for him, if I had to guess, but yeah, cool to see. Verlag team card with Cruyff. Now we have the main card for Cruyff on the Verlag set. Looks quite nice for a PSA 2, to be honest. Probably there is some back damage, but from the front is quite clean. I actually like this card a bit more when it's cutted. Maybe it's a hot take, but I actually like it more. Yeah, I think you can see some damage right there. Cool sticker. And I mean, Cruyff, do I really need to talk about Cruyff, right? Probably not. I'm seeing you guys talking on the chat, that's good. If you guys have questions, feel free to put in the chat. Feel also free to leave a like. Is again, helps the channel quite a lot if you leave a like. And today is good that you guys are talking. The interaction makes the stream go a bit longer, to be honest. We have Franz Beckenbauer 68. Don't know a lot about this release. Also don't like the eye appealing of this one, being totally honest, but yeah. Will the true rookie for Cruyff ever challenge the Palirex? I don't think so. The reason I don't think so is there is a lot of reasons actually. Look, the eye appealing is not comparable. I'm sorry, and I think that alone is huge as a collector. I also think the lore around the Palirex is stronger. That can definitely change, to be fair, but eye appealing on this one is not great. I also know there is some fakes going around for this card. Eventually that can also happen for the Palirex, of course. But another thing, and that's probably the most important thing, is that the Palirex is quite more difficult to find. So I suspect that alone will always put a premium in terms of comparing prices, because rarity is on the Palirex side. If you actually look at pop reports for the Palirex, the pop is not going up that much, Hey, OCG, Canada Cards, how are we doing? So yeah. But yeah, I love both, just to be clear. I just think the Palirex will probably be the king forever. But again, who knows? If the top grade of this appears on the market, if the top grade of the Palirex Campeões Europeus appear on the market, it's always difficult to say. Things can be a bit closer than we may think. And this one in a PSA 6 sold for 4K or 5K, if I'm not, mistaken, because I believe I saw that in the last weekly. Calciatore 69. Okay. Okay, first time I see this pack actually. Cool to see. I mean, it's crazy that there is still sealed product for soccer in that era. George Best, Beckenbauer Pog, Beckenbauer. Again, the Panini Mexico 70s is a all-time great set in vintage. Is the first World Cup Panini stickers, and that alone is something huge. Legendary player for my club. I'm talking about Eusebio. I remember seeing Eusebio in the stadium, by the way, not as a player, but he was a guest very frequently on Estádio da Luz. And I remember seeing him. I never met him, but I remember seeing him. Talking about another player that was important in the Portuguese league, in this case Cubillas. Cubillas played for Porto, if you guys are not aware. And he is a legend of Porto. Some people may consider him the best player from Peru. I actually don't even think that's a debate. Do you think the new golden show will be a market catalyst? It will depend a lot how it will depend how well the show is done, if that makes sense. Because, again, maybe it's a show that becomes a phenomenon and they do a second season, and that alone can push the card market a lot. I also think if the show does well, and I hope it will be the case, I think fanatics should not sponsoring, but try to also work with Goldin to push the show even further, because if they want strong marketing for the card market in general, a viral or a very popular Netflix show is one of the best things. In terms of soccer, and I'm not sure if the question was in general related with soccer, but in terms of soccer, it will depend, If they just show baseball cards and and basketball cards, probably not. But I suspect that they will also show soccer. Hey, Demil Edstone. No, I'm well, and you? Right, so let's continue. So this sticker, the top grade of this sticker, the Van der Hout 7071 Johan Cruyff, I don't remember the top grade. If I had to guess, I believe it was a PSA 8 or a PSA 9, but sold for almost 5k. Am I wrong on this one? I have this idea that I was looking at the past auctions and I saw it. Not gonna lie, I thought that sale was insane. Will that sale be a good buy long run? I don't know, but I would be careful, because it's a nice sticker. I think looks quite nice, but in the other end, I mean, the awareness on this sticker comparing with the 69, 68 Van der Hout is completely different. So I would not be surprised if more in amazing condition of this sticker start appearing and puts a lot of pressure on that sale. Do you think the World Cup in America will push the soccer card market a lot? I think so, to be honest. Look, at the end of the day, does not matter for me, because I'm enjoying collecting so much already that if the market, how can I put this? If the market stays stable, whatever, that's good enough for me. But I actually think it can grow a lot. I think, again, put all of this in perspective. Right now we are in a down market, and I don't want to predict the future in 3 years. But I think also makes sense to speculate that probably the macroeconomic environment will change over time, and maybe around 2026 things are much better than we have right now. So what makes a market explode and, to be fair, start going into a mania mode is not one thing, is a bunch of things, and trying to make a scenario just for fun. Could be that at the time, again, interest rates are down again, interest for soccer end up growing a lot in the next end up growing a lot in next 3 years, and the World Cup is the icing on the cake. Maybe there is a new major star for the USMT team. Maybe Messi end up going to MLS. So look, there is a chance none of this happen, to be honest. But I think makes sense to believe a couple of these things happen, and that World Cup effect can be huge and push a lot of these ideas. So 3.7k for a PSA 9. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was 5k. But again, it's a lot of money. Did you see the last Golden auction? Yes. Soccer got murdered, especially Ronaldo Soccer Card Collector UK. Jose, but you have to admit, I end up predicting that, I would not be buying Ronaldo right now. No, to be fair, I would be buying Ronaldo right now as a collector, because, look, does not matter if I'm paying a bit more or not, as long as I have fun. But I also think, and that's the reality of these live streams, that people, when they ask this type of questions, not you in particular, but they try to know my opinion if things in the long run will do well or not. And long run, I think so. But short term, mid term, I still think the Ronaldo market can suffer a bit more. I'm not saying that the same thing cannot happen for other players, because maybe macroeconomics, not maybe, macroeconomics are the most important thing at the end of the day, and they don't look that great. For me, the market changes a lot when people can get free money, and free money is low interest rates, and right now they are completely insane. But does not surprises me that Ronaldo got crushed. I saw that the red Ronaldo top Chrome 117 sold for 10k in a BGS 95. I believe auto was a BGS whatever, but was a BGS 95 red auto. Man, that card I thought was a deal. So see, look, even if I'm saying don't buy Ronaldo cards, it really depends. If I had the money on Goldin to spend on that, I would do it, honestly. Not that matters, since the sale is already done, and no financial advice at the end of the day, as you guys know. But I thought that was a nice deal if you believe in Ronaldo long run. But especially things that are not crazy rare right now, I would be really careful. Because the way the market goes is, I see some people saying, oh, but maybe does not even make sense to put Ronaldo cards on the market right now. And there is an argument on that, to be honest, in the sense that if things are selling for so low, why am I even trying to put the card on the market? But this goes into the psychology effect of investment. There is also that denial phase that people try to, I'm not selling, but they keep seeing more appearing on the market and going lower, and they will quit eventually. So that's why I'm saying I will be careful with Ronaldo cards. I think they still can go down a bit more, even though long run I think Ronaldo is one of the best players to buy. But again, it will depend a lot in what you target. The outgoing of a sticker kill at the eye peeling of the red chrome. Okay, James, to be fair, I did not watch that card close, so I completely trust you on that. Are you a Friends fan? Yeah. Friends, Seinfeld, I love that. To be fair, this jersey was my wife that gave me, and I just, end up using it today. But yeah. I watched Friends a lot when I was in university, and also Seinfeld. I had a lot of time. And to be fair, at the time was when I got introduced to American series. I used to not watch anything apart from movies, of course, but series, and those are the two series I basically started watching. All right, let's move. So they put rookie for this one, so makes me believe the other one is probably the true rookie, or closest to be the real rookie than this one. Kevin Keegan, I believe Kevin Keegan won 2 Ballon d'Ors. It's crazy that no one talks about him, but he was an important player in his time. I was talking with a UK collector, and he told me that he was very popular in the 80s, 70s. So. Some big sales with Seinfeld autos, yeah. No, I'm aware. At one point I was looking at a couple of George Constanza cards, and I saw past sales going quite bananas. Not something I'm trying to collect, at least for now. I mean, in the future, who knows? But yeah. Johan Cruyff, Kylian Petrols, Glórias e Troféus de Pelé. This type of stuff we can skip. Okay, let's talk about this one. I'm not sure what's going on with the blue right there. Let's take a look. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on right there. Not sure if this is on the slab or on the card. Ooh. This is damage, right? I love this card. I think it's one of the most beautiful rookies for Maradona. Especially, look, this one in terms of eye appealing, apart from that stuff and But you can still see Maradona quite clear, and there is a lot of them that you don't see Maradona that well. You can even read Argentino Juniors, Maradona card number 1. I love this sticker. I know it's down a lot, but I still think is a difficult one to find in general. And most of these cards, they are a PSA 1, PSA 2. 2 more rookies for Maradona. Let's take a look. Oh man, this looks bad. See, there is different levels of PSA 1s, right? This one, for example, does not look great at all. It's a great sticker for Maradona. Crack Campeonato Mundial is an amazing set, but yeah. This is a bit okay. Is a 2, so automatic. Probably there is a bit better eye appealing. Seems like some yellow, probably some glue residue or something. I'm not sure. But I think the eye appealing is still okay on the card. Okay. So the thing about Maradona, and I already talked about this a couple of times, if you consider that the market have 4 GOATs, Pele, Maradona, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, the player with lowest pops in terms of rookie material is actually Maradona by a large margin, and the second is actually Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele no, Messi being the number 1, since Messi have 7 rookies and all of them are, I would say, not that rare. So I ended up talking about him last live, Hugo Sanchez. I was asking the chat if you guys believe that the narrative for the best North American, in this case, player will be enough to make Hugo Sanchez market strong. He was a great player for sure, but he's not like top 20 player ever. He's probably around top 100, very relative as you can imagine, but and a lot of you guys believe that narrative is powerful enough to make his market strong. So, not saying I agree or disagree, but I thought was a great conversation last couple of lives. I was talking even previous the last one. So guys, let me ask you for one thing. I see that we have 14 people watching the stream, around 20 likes. If you can leave a like, if you just joined the stream right now, thank you so much for that. Now you have Franco Baresi. Franco Baresi, I believe, have another rookie. This is not the only one, but don't quote me on this. I feel like the other rookie is so rare that people may think this is the only rookie for him. He's one of the best defenders ever, no doubt about that. If you guys want to see beautiful defensive football, take a look at highlights of AC Milan with Baresi, Costa Curta, Maldini, of course. I mean, what an amazing team. And yeah, Milan was a force in his time. Ended up winning Champions League. Ended up being basically he's an all-time great. Not a player that I follow. Same picture as this one, but this is a different card, so be careful. This one I feel like is quite more easy to find, and in terms of eye appealing, I don't like it as much as the other. Some people may not consider a rookie since he's 79, so another thing to have in consideration. This is a nice POG. I think there is something to say that in terms of lineage, it's kind of a cool card, since the true rookie for Maradona is a POG, but yeah, not the best grade. Hey Angelo, how are you doing? Hugo Sanchez, Real Madrid legend. He was an amazing player for Real Madrid, and for most people, for at least the ones I tend to talk about in the orbit, they consider him the best Mexican player ever and probably the best North American player ever. All right. Now we have the typical 79 crack super football Diego Maradona. Those grades are quite normal, 1, 1.5, 2. Above that tends to be difficult. PSA 6 Maradona Calciatore. Again, another card that some people may consider rookie, others may not consider. I consider this rookie since it's the first Panini sticker. It's still on the 70s, but I also understand that the true rookie is 77, and if you want to open a bit more, 78. But it still looks rookie material for me, and is the first Panini sticker for Maradona. That alone should be important. Those cards are not easy to find. Okay, the condition on this one is not the best, but I always felt that these 80s releases for Maradona, they are a bit more difficult to find than people realize. Maybe it's awareness, could be that, but yeah. Another card that I feel like, this guy is a POG, I believe this is metal, right? Crack Chapitas, Maradona. I love the look of this card. Another one that I find it fairly difficult to find, again, no true rarity, but fairly difficult to find for sure. People's PSA population 101, 5 graded higher. So you can see, I mean, not easy by any means. Now you have another beautiful card, if you ask me. I love the look of this Danone 82, Football en Action. Danone, if you guys are not aware, is basically a yogurt. Was also very popular in Portugal. And I love the look of the card. I think the yellow borders look nice. I think Maradona photo is nice, so love it. Those cards appear like crazy in every auction. I'm not sure what's going on there, but not my favorite Maradona by any means, to be honest. So this is the first World Cup sticker for Maradona, 82. PSA 7 is not a bad grade. Yeah, no, this is an interesting card to follow this auction, being honest. The first World Cup sticker is important. Maradona ended up not winning 82, ended up winning 86, but it's part of history, so. Laudrup, legend player from Denmark, a player that I don't collect, being honest, but I know there is a niche in the hobby that like his cards. There is also a Calciator sticker for him. So talking about Hugo Sanchez again, love this photo. I think looks really nice. Pégalo en este espacio basically is paste the sticker there at the top. 84 Edis Calciator Maradona. This is first year at Napoli, right, guys? I think so. Edis Calciator. The Panini Calciator sticker for Maradona, the first one at Napoli, there is a decent premium on that card. It's, again, not a rookie by any means. No one considers this rookie material, but it's an amazing. I mean, the story for Maradona with Napoli is so great that such an amazing card. This one and also the Panini Calciator. Hey Valencia, how are you doing, my friend? Glad to have you on the stream. 79 Edis Calciator is the other rookie. Are you talking about... Oh, you are still talking about, I believe, Baresi, right? Okay. All right, let's continue. Aprende a jogar futebol. This is basically a set that Cruyff kind of did, and he actually talks about a couple of players, and Maradona is featured in a lot of them. Aprende a jogar futebol means learn how to play football, how to play soccer, and end up featuring the best players. Toque con el interior del pie, basically touch with the inside of the foot, and he gives Maradona as an example. This is a cool card, honestly. Maradona and Cruyff in one card is really nice. 84 is the first year with Napoli. Okay, no, I also had that idea. So yeah, really cool card. Okay, let's keep moving. 84, Diego Armando Maradona, Hotman Football International Stars. I feel like this is one of the easiest ones to find, but I actually like the photo quite a lot. And amazing job by SCC. It looks quite clean on the slab. Don't pay a huge premium for this because you can probably find a draw in good condition. Now we have another legend. I'm talking about Roberto Baggio, Calcio Flash 86. I feel like this is probably in the middle if you want a Baggio rookie. Why? Look, the reality is the Calciatore is a bit common. The Forza Gold tends to be really difficult to find and also expensive, of course. And there is some condition rarity on the Flash in terms of let's say, real rarity is stronger than the Calciatore and looks quite nice. The thing I would say is actually like the lineage of Panini Calciatore more than the Calcio Flash for logic reasons, but it's a really cool card. There is also Maldini, Maradona, Platini, a lot of legends on the set. Same with Panini Calciatore, of course. All right. Now we have Diego Maradona Calciatore Prismatic. Cool card. They look really nice in hand. I had one long time ago. Those cards are the scan does not make justice, is what I want to say. I don't think they are crazy rare, but they are really cool cards. 86 Eric Cantona, the rookie for Cantona, Panini Foot. This guy says football, but he's still in the line of Panini Foot. At one point was a really expensive card. This is the top grade, 9, 1 of 4, non-graded higher. Really cool to see how the market will react. Actually, I'll put this in the favorite. Not that I want to bid on Cantona, I'm sorry. It's not a player that I collect, even though Cantona was a very important player in the 9, especially at Manchester United. But I know that there is also a group of strong collectors for Cantona, so I would not be surprised if this card goes crazy. But I also not be surprised if there is a huge correction for this card. Oh, you can see they are actually adding cards, by the way, because we end up jumping back again. So I see 17 people watching the stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching this weekly auction with me. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. The end of today is the best way to show support. All right, so let's continue. Fiorentina card for Roberto Baggio. This is cool to see. Again, it's not a rookie, but early stuff for him. We have Steve Bruce. Okay. I'm sorry. So anyone in the chat knows how much the PSA 7 went in the last weekly auction? Because I saw it, but I already forgot about. It will be cool to know, just to have an idea how much this can go, even though this is very off-center. The thing I like about Romario is, if you really think about this, is kind of the only rookie. I know there is a couple of previous, one previous card, I believe 86 or 85, I'm not sure, but I also don't even think PSA is grading that. I could be wrong, so if that's the case, makes this the only rookie for Romario. I love this sticker. I think it's a really nice one. Figuritas Abril. So yeah. But it would be cool to know how much the PSA 7 went, just to compare, or to try to have some 456 for Romario. Okay, so I would not be surprised if this is around $200. Because I know I believe it's from the 6 to the 7 that there is a huge drop. Frank Rijkaard, 89, legendary player. I believe Frank Rijkaard, not Rijkaard. Frank Rijkaard also ended up winning Ballon d'Or. Am I wrong on that? Frank Rijkaard. So Van Basten won. Frank Rijkaard also won. Gullit, maybe Gullit. I'm not sure now. But yeah, legendary player, no matter what, right? Another legend, a bit different, Valderrama. For a lot of people, maybe the most not the most, in this case, the best Colombian player ever. And this guy was magic with the ball. Also a nice player to see highlights on YouTube. I missed the demo on Maradona. I actually have 2 of those ungraded. How are we doing, Alex? Yeah, I mean, it's a card that you can still find, I would say, fairly easy if you are patient, of course, in Spain. Ian Wright, Van der Sar. You guys probably recognize this set because of the Zidane card. Don't collect Mia M, but I know she is a very, very important player for the humans football. Roberto Carlos, PSA 8, so this is a very, very good grade. PSA 1 of 5 just to grade it higher. I feel like a lot of... Ooh, I don't want to see details. I feel like a lot of these cards have been appearing on the market recently. I believe we saw a Rivaldo, I believe we saw a Cafu. I'm talking about really, really good grades. But I mean, Roberto Carlos, you can make an easy argument, the best left back ever, and I actually agree with that. Oh, okay, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, Rijkaard no Ballon d'Or, but Van Basten I knew was 3 and Gullit 1. Okay, that makes sense. But again, it does not change my perspective. He's a legend. Now we have Zinedine Zidane early stuff. I believe this is Roberto Pires rookie. Cool card, a player that was important in '98 to win the World Cup. A player that does not get a lot of love from the hobby, but I mean, he's a legend if you are a French collector. Similar logic, even though Patrick Vieira is a bit ahead of Roberto Pires, but Patrick Vieira is also a legend. This card is an insert card, if I'm not mistaken. It's the Joker. And I believe he's the only rookie, in this case, true rookie for Patrick Vieira. Couple of Platinis. I feel like Platini is the player that I know outside of the pitch, and I also don't like him that much. But this guy was crazy good player. And does not get a lot of hobby attention in my view. I know at one point the rookie was going crazy, but... I don't know, I feel like this is not that far from Zidane, honestly. I like the Carlos card a lot more than the sticker. Carlos. Oh, the Roberto Carlos, okay. No, I also like the Roberto Carlos cards. There is a cartoon and a non-cartoon, right? Lilian Thuram, another legend. Marcel Desailly, another legend. Very important for France. Zidane again. One of my favorite cards in pre-modern. I feel like I say this all the time, but man, so actually I've been changing my perspective on this card over time. I always knew this was not a difficult card to find, but I'm starting to believe this could become an iconic card over time, because I mean, does not get much better than this, right? In terms of, you know, yeah, rarity is not in your favor, even though it's still fairly rare comparing with a lot of stuff. But you have the skills on the back. It's just an amazing card, you know. It's a premium card because of the gold on the front. I really like this card. I'm starting to change my shift on the David Beckham market. I start to believe this card in top grade may be the best option for David Beckham long run. To be fair, I have to check the pop reports again. I'm talking from the top of my head, but this card is is the definition of iconic card in pre-modern. Rijkaard did finish top 3 with Mark van Basten and Gullit, all Dutch, AC Milan, Ballon d'Or podium. Yeah. No, I mean, that team was crazy, right? I mean, think about that. Yeah. It's crazy that Van Basten won 3 Ballon d'Or so fast, right? So guys, I'm seeing 17 people watching the stream. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. Very important, helps the stream to go a bit far. Another legend, Pavel Nedved, Juventus legend, won Ballon d'Or. I thought was an unfair Ballon d'Or, I have to say it, but was an amazing player. Missed out on Maradona 78 crack sticker last night, sold for 260 on Goldin, was a PSA 2 miscut. Yeah, that seems a really nice price, Stefan. What do you think of the Hasbro to the left? Oh, this one. I think it's nice. I know this is not a David Beckham, this is a Paul Scholes, but I think it's nice. It's more a playing card. So keep one thing in mind. Most likely will never have the same demand as a typical card, a typical sticker. Just his preference for collectors. It is what it is. You also see that with Match Attacks, CCF, Adrenaline. But it's a nice card. I mean, it's... I like it, but I also am aware that maybe the market does not like it. I think Van Basten is a good camp for Haaland if he keeps going like this. Yeah, could be. I think they are a bit different, but yeah, I think Haaland has tremendous potential. There is about 450 graded Beckham Merlin Premier Gold cards on the PSA Pop report. Yeah, I don't think it's a lot, honestly. I think it's a lot for the market we have right now. So by that logic, it's a lot. But long run, the best grades, I think they can do well. Again, everyone do their own decisions. It's not a card that I also speculate a lot. I have one and that's it. But and for example, I have 3 Merlin stickers. But I don't know. I feel like the card is really iconic, and especially if you are an American collector, this may be the most attractive card for you. Looks like a Topps card. To be fair, Merlin was had a partnership with Topps at the time. So yeah. Thierry Henry, melhores equipes da Europa, rookie for Henry, the best Premier League player in my opinion, even though I guess this is debatable. PSA population 1 of 8, 4 graded higher. I feel like this is an amazing grade, the PSA 8. 4 graded higher, I'm not sure how the split is going. I don't think there is a 10. Anyone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the grail for Henry on this set, the melhores equipos da Europa, is the Russian version. But the Spanish version is also Spanish/Portuguese is also an amazing one, and I think it's a card that people started loving a bit more recently, and makes sense. He's an amazing card. We have Agi, another legend. I don't know a lot about this set, but I've been seeing this set appearing recently. Baggio with the ponytail. La Drupe, another legend again. Raul Gonzalez. At one point, people end up putting Raul Gonzalez top 3, top 5 best Real Madrid player ever. I mean, he's a legendary striker, but yeah, his rookie material is very common, apart from one sticker in particular. There is only 3 Enders to Beto squads 95 and 96 on PSA 10. On PSA Pop, I graded 84 of those, got 53 10s. Oh, that's crazy. Haaland may become the best player soon. I don't know, Alex. I think Haaland have the potential, but there is a good chance that Haaland wins nothing this season, and and to beat nothing relevant. And for me, relevant is Premier League, is Champions League. Even though Champions League does not make him the best Premier League player ever, I understand that. But to be the best Premier League player ever, I think is a mix of titles with stats, and Henry had that. Henry played for the undefeated team that Arsenal had. So imagine that, not losing a single game in Premier League. That's crazy. Alex Dye, not Alex, Ali Dye. So I actually know him because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo broke, I believe, his record, right, at one point, the most international goals. Again, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he's from Iran. I could be totally off on this, but I believe it's the case. So yeah, interesting stuff. Ballack, at one point, a very important player in Europe, ended up making a couple of amazing seasons for Chelsea, also for Germany. So yeah, important player. His rookie seems a bit too common from my experience. Claudio Reina, American fans probably know him. Melhores equipes de Europa second year for Zinedine Zidane. Love the photo. Rarity is probably similar to the Henry card. So I talked about this card a couple of times. The Colecciones Estes Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez, in my view, the best midfielder ever, even though I understand this is a hot take for some people. But this sticker, PSA 4, is basically the normal grade. This sticker grade is very, very bad. Mundicromo Samuel Eto'o, Las Fichas de La Liga. This is part of an update, Última Hora, right? I believe I'm correct on this one. Should be a bit more rare than the Xavi card, for example, but it's, Última Hora. But it's still not that difficult to find. PSA 6, look, for a PSA 6, this one looks okay. Most of the time, the problem on this card tends to be being off-center. I don't think this one is that much. It's not perfectly, but from top, looks quite nice. Yeah, he's Iranian. Remember watching him at the 98 World Cup. Okay. No, I had that idea also. But thanks for the confirmation. Nakata rookie. Not sure if this is a rookie or not. I know there is a couple of stuff in Japan for him, but he's not a player that I follow. A PSA 8 Eto'o sold for $38 few days ago. Okay, that's a nice... It was on eBay, Valencia. Because if that's the case, that's a nice card to put on the good or bad deals on Discord. I will actually take a look after the stream. That's crazy. I mean, $38, you probably spend more trying to find a clean copy to grade, in Spain. And I mean, even if the rookie is coming, and I think it is, to be honest, is still the only true rookie for him. I know there is a couple of Panini oversized cards, but yeah, I mean, one of the best African players ever should mean something. So this is a much more desirable rookie for Xavi Hernandez. Not that easy to find from my experience, even though I still believe the sticker is quite more difficult, the Panini sticker. But this one is an amazing card, again, almost similar to the David Beckham Logic. His iconic card is especially, and let's be real, there is a lot of Americans in the market. This is the type of card they look and they can see similarities to baseball cards, etc. I love that Xavi card. It was on eBay, okay. No, I also love this Xavi card. I think is an amazing one. Xavi, what can I say, right? Médio organizador, primeira temporada. So basically says midfielder that organized the game and first season. It's almost the same thing as saying rookie. Hey Paul, how are you doing, my friend? Hello. Okay, now we have Deco. So actually I was talking about Deco last stream, I'm sorry. People don't remember, but Deco almost won Ballon d'Or with his season at Porto. Porto ended up winning Champions League. He also ended up making a great Euro 2004. This guy was close to win Ballon d'Or. Legendary player. If you guys, again, not that this matters a lot, but he actually ended up going to my team, Benfica. But Benfica ended up letting him go away, and Porto ended up getting him, and he ended up becoming one of the best midfielders in the world. Pick up the rare David Suker rookie sticker on eBay, pop one from 8990s. Congrats, my friend. Legend player for sure. Excellent, thanks. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's continue. I think he's a legend. I know some people, every time I show a Gerrard rookie or a Gerrard card, I see comment Sleepy Gerrard or something like that. And you guys know what I'm talking about. But, legendary player for Liverpool. This is part of an update. Actually, PSA even puts transfer update. On the back also says that. So a bit more difficult to find than the typical Merlin sticker, even though there is no true rarity by any means. but he's the only rookie for Steven Gerrard, and I think that should count for something. So amazing sticker. So I'm seeing 23 people watching the stream, and we also have 23 likes on the stream. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. So this is not a true rookie for Shevchenko, but is one of the most obtainable rookies for Shevchenko, Champions League sticker, legendary player for AC Milan, one of the most lethal strikers I ever saw, to be totally honest with you guys. People don't talk about him a lot, but he was an amazing player. Also Ballon d'Or winner. Puyol, again, what a player, not in terms of technique, but in terms of art, in terms of being, the guy that never gives up on the team. This guy was really special. Great captain also. Peter Cech, legend, I would say, especially, again, if you are a Chelsea fan. At one point, I thought at least Petr Cech was the best goalkeeper in the world, and clear at one point, again, the best goalkeeper in Premier League. Not sadly, he's not a bad thing, but I also do not think his career compares with Neuer, Buffon, even Iker Casillas, but he's the tier below those guys. Wayne Rooney, a black back. So if you guys are not aware, this is the rarest version of the Merlin sticker. PSA population 1 of 3 is just one graded higher. Crazy that there is a PSA 10 for the black back. From my experience, I don't find this sticker easy by any means. You can see it's already at $32, so I suspect people are aware of this. And Rooney, similar to Thierry Henry. You can make an argument, one of the best Premier League players ever, one of the best Manchester United players ever. Amazing talent will end up appearing, and his career ended up being quite amazing. Mundicromo Iniesta. Talking about Iniesta is talking about the wizard with the ball. I'm such a big fan of him. Similar to Xavi. I believe some people may put Iniesta as the best Spanish player ever. I don't think that's crazy. I think there is a lot of arguments. I also think Xavi should be in the conversation, but this guy is insane. Still playing in Japan, by the way. Haaland is the best goal scorer the Premier League ever seen. Proofs is in the numbers. How are you doing, JJ? I think, look, you can say Haaland is the best player in terms of stats, but in terms of quality, with all the respect, I don't think he's comparable with Thierry Henry. But I would say one thing again, he's very young, and maybe when his career is done, he will be ahead of Thierry Henry. For now, I would say I don't agree, I agree with you, by the way, that in terms of numbers, that you cannot debate that, right? Schmeichel and Seaman are Premier League legends. I would agree. I was a big fan of Schmeichel, by the way, Stefan, at one point. Ramos could also be the best Spanish player ever. I agree. I think Ramos can also be in the conversation. I think most people would put Iniesta or Xavi just because they are a bit more magic. Because if you go that logic, I guess you can also put Casillas, So and looking online, and also my opinion, to be honest, but looking online, I feel like Xavi and Iniesta are the main choices, and Iniesta being the most common one. I prefer Xavi, but for that World Cup, Iniesta probably is more important for Spain. Yeah, I also think that goal at the World Cup 2010 is what makes the difference for a lot of people. And look, there is nothing wrong with that. I saw almost Iniesta and Xavi entire career. Xavi a bit less, to be honest, but Iniesta, I remember him very, very young. I've been a Barcelona fan since I started liking football, basically. And the difference between Xavi and Iniesta, from a person that I'm following, is their career is quite close, is that Xavi is probably a better player in general, in the sense that Xavi always played amazing. But Iniesta has an X factor that was crazy, When Iniesta wanted to play, Xavi does. So basically, the best level for Iniesta, Xavi did not have that level, is my opinion. Also different player, but what Iniesta did with the ball was just stupid, to be honest. So Kaká, talking about another legendary player, Ballon d'Or winner. This is the only guy that ended up putting Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi second and third place. But again, they end up being quite young, to be fair. But Kaká's season with AC Milan was completely insane. I will never forget the goal he scored against Manchester United, where I believe was Ferdinand and the other defender ended up shocking. That goal is memorable. Luis Enrique was a great player. I agree. Luis Enrique was a great player. I don't think he's a legend. This is relative because in soccer, saying he's a legend is, he's very relative. If you are a Barcelona fan, if you are a Spanish collector, maybe Luis Enrique is a legend. But if you are a Portuguese guy like me, maybe it's not the type of player you collect. If you are American, probably even less. So it really depends. It's all about perspective at the end of the day. But yeah, just one graded higher. You don't see this stuff coming to the market very often. Actually, let's take a look at the back. Seems there is a bit damage right there. All right. I'm not sure if I agree on this being a 7. But hey, the grader that grading this card probably knows better than me, right? Yeah, joking, but you guys get the point. Super Estrelas, Fernando Torres rookie, another legend for Spain, El Niño. His season at Liverpool was crazy. He also had amazing seasons with Athletic Madrid. He also ended up performing, I would say, fairly well for Spain. His time at Chelsea was not the best, even though he ended up winning Champions League there. But a legendary player in my book. That card was definitely on the back in the pack. No, could be. I would not give it the grade that got, but it is what it is. So just to compare, so this is another 7. I understand it's not PSA, but let's take a look. Just to have the standards of a 7. You can see it's not perfect, but come on, it's quite more sharp. It's not even comparable, honestly. It's quite more sharp than the Kaká. But the Kaká card is an amazing sticker. Strongest team you ever seen? That's very easy. Barcelona 2000. I believe it's when they ended up winning against Manchester United the second time, 2012, right? 2011, 2012. I believe that's the season. But basically, the strongest team is the Guardiola Barcelona team with Messi in his prime. That's not a 7. We'll avoid bidding for that. It's a great card, but I agree it's not a 7. Another rookie in the same set for Fernando Torres, Superliga de Estrelas. You guys recognize this set since the Grail rookie for Iniesta is on this set, especially the headshot. And again, SEC grade stickers very harsh. I'm not saying this will be an 8 or a 9 on PSA, I don't know, but in general, I would trust the grade on SEC a lot. Zidane PSA 9 2002 World Cup set. Beautiful set, if you ask me. I love the look of these cards. I know they are not that rare, but they are amazing cards. There is a couple of variations in Japan if you guys want something a bit more niche, but also more rare, most likely. But yeah, Zidane. What a player, right? Robin rookie card, All Stars Magic Box International. Not that difficult to find. Seems like there is some condition rarity, at least on this one. PSA population 1 of 8, 6 graded higher. There is a lot of legends, especially from the Netherlands league with a rookie on the Magic Box International. Robin is one example, but you also have Schneider, you also have Van Persie, even Luis Suarez was playing there at the time. So a set that in terms of lineage is not the best, but you can see that there is a lot of decent rookies, decent players in this brand, let's say. So guys, I'm seeing 22 people watching the stream, 25 likes. Thank you so much for that. If you can leave a like, helps the stream quite a lot. So let's keep moving. Pepe, I mean, talk about a legend, right? So this is actually the year after the Ronaldo rookie, 2003-2004. I don't think this is easy to find, just regraded higher. Of course, he's a player that in terms of awareness the awareness is not there, but I think he's a legend in his zone. If you are a Portuguese collector like me, this is probably something you like to pay attention. First year for David Beckham at Real Madrid. Love the look of this card. Panini Liga Mega Features 2003-2004. Beautiful card, not difficult to find. PSA population 1 of 3, non-graded higher, but I would say try to find this card raw. It's quite easy. So Schneider rookie, not rookie for Ibrahimovic, but early card for Ibrahimovic. At one point, this was going completely crazy. Right now, there is a huge correction, and I honestly think makes sense to have a correction on these stickers. Now a couple of Mundichrome inserts. Those are quite cool to see in hand. Again, not that difficult to find, but maybe there is some condition rarity. We have Xavi, we have Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho says MVP 2004. That's amazing. So you guys want a translation. I mean, I'm not Spanish, but I know Spanish, I would say, fairly well. So Velocidade is speed. The guy got 3 stars. Potência is power. He got 2 stars. Habilidade is ability with the ball. 3 stars. This makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't think Ronaldinho was crazy fast, but he was fast, to be fair. Regate is dribble. Basically, his skills, 3 stars. I mean, skills can also be ability, so... Olfato, the goal is... okay, this is not easy to translate. Olfato de goal is smelling the goal, basically. He was a guy that knew when the goal... I actually don't know how to translate this one. But basically was his instincts to score. I think that's actually a very good translation. Vision de Jogo, 2 stars, is vision of the game. Actually, I would put 3 stars on this one and maybe took 1 star off the Olfato de Goal. I think he was more, in terms of vision, this guy was perfect. Agressividade, aggression, 2 stars. All right. Sorry. Do you think that the graders evaluate stickers harsher than the card in a similar condition? I think so, actually, Paul. It's funny that you said that, because that's something for a long time I've been thinking about. I think they go a bit harsh on stickers. Maybe they don't understand that stickers are a bit... actually, now let's take a look at the Xavi. That stickers are a bit more difficult to grade, is a fragile, But yeah, so they put what on this one? Clarivident. Okay. Velocidade, speed 1 star. Yeah, I mean, Xavi was not that fast. To be fair, in 2003, he was faster than he ended up being later, but yeah, Xavi was not super fast. Potência, Xavi was not super powerful. Ability, I would put 3 stars. For me, this was a no-brainer. Xavi technique was amazing. Regate, 3 stars. I think that also makes sense. His dribble was quite nice. Olfato de goal, yeah, instincts for scoring. I would say 1 star is fair. Vision de jogo, 3 stars. This makes a lot of sense. Agressividade, 2. I think that's fine. I would love to see someone bring back the Mundichrome brand. Yeah, that would be cool. Mundichrome still exists, by the way, but they don't do soccer cards anymore. To have a nose for scoring, my translation. Yeah, basically that. I love Mundichrome. I remember buying like 100 Messi and Ronaldo off the website. Yeah, people can still buy cards from the website, not the rookies for Messi, but yeah. So now we enter the Messi rookie market. This is the Spanish one. I like this card. I mean, it's my least favorite Messi rookie, but it's still a nice card. The same image as the Messi 7 on bis. El Maradona de Rosário. So basically, Maradona is basically a comparison with Maradona. SS sticker. Let's see if this is real or not. I suspect it's real. I actually believe, I never saw any BGS fake Messi. I'm not saying there isn't, but I never saw, at least. So I actually trust. I mean, feels weird to say I trust BGS, but I kind of trust BGS on the SS sticker. But still, be careful. Yeah, this is a real one, and you can see the old cert. Amazing sticker, in my opinion. A bit off center, to be honest. You can see centering is 7, so yeah, makes sense. Your prime in YouTube career, for me, last 6 months of 2021. My prime in my YouTube career. That's, I don't get that. I did not hit my prime yet, David. No, but maybe you end up enjoying me a bit more in 2021. But the Messi rookie packs are pretty cheap. I was getting them by the hundreds and would open when I got the each. No, yeah, at one point everything was cheap, right, my friend? Now we have Daniel Alves, not doing that well recently, but a legendary right back. We also have the Mega Estrelas inserts. Those cards, by the way, again, in end, they look insanely beautiful. On the scan, maybe not, but in end, they are quite nice. I had a couple of them raw. I would say not that difficult to find, but for sure there is some condition rarity in this insert. Mega Estrelas is actually a very popular insert inside of Mega Cracks set, and I think this card is an amazing one. We also have an amazing Xavi. Basically, the best players end up winning the Mega Estrelas insert, and of course Beckham and Xavi end up winning that. Big card, let's take a look. BGS 8, I think this is probably the grade that people tend to like. As a collector, is one of the grades that people like the most. I think is still obtainable, even though probably around 5k, 4k, so a lot of money, maybe more. I'm not sure how the market is doing right now on this one on BGS, but yeah. All right, there is a bit of damage on the back, I would say. Let me take a look. There is damage on this corner. Okay, also a bit damage right there. So corner 7.5, okay, makes sense. Centering 8.5, edges 8.5, surface 8. Yeah, the surface is a bit more difficult to tell. I don't think centering is that bad, honestly. You can look there and there. Again, I need more time to have a better opinion, but I think centering is okay. Yeah. Again, 8.5 is not a bad centering grade, but a lot of times they give 9, 9.5 on the centering if things look this way in my experience. I graded this card in a good amount. I believe at BGS more than 5. I'm pretty sure. The premium for PSA on the following crack set is compared to 8 and 9. Yeah, but this card on a PSA 10 is pop 19. So the gem rate is what, 1%, 2%, I'm not sure, but I know is very low. So this card is a really grail card in a PSA 10. BGS 9.5 is still an amazing card, of course, but it's quite more easy to find. And the price shows that. So I thought this was a cool card, Panini Paixão Portugal. You guys should know this set. This is basically Ronaldinho against Rui Costa, right? Let's see if that's Rui Costa. Yeah, I believe it's Rui Costa. So two legends right there. But they end up putting Portugal-Brazil, but PWCC puts Ronaldinho. No respect for Rui Costa. I don't get it. PSA 2. So look, guys, I know there is always people trying to find this card, and especially in the budget. Maybe this is something a couple of you guys may want to pay attention. looks quite nice for a 2, honestly. Let's take a deeper look. I mean, I don't think this card looks bad. Yeah, you can see there is damage on the corners, but I mean, this is a 2, so... The back looks a bit worse, I would say. Probably there is some surface damage right there. But still a beautiful, beautiful card, honestly. What do you guys think? Beautiful card, right? Ooh, a 7. Okay, that's nice. So in this auction we have a 7 and an 8. Probably that will put pressure on. Not sure what's going there, but I would assume is on the slab. Centering on this one actually looks a bit worse. I could be wrong. There is also some damage on the corners. Actually, it's similar to the BGS site, so I suspect the price will be also similar. And PSA 7 is basically a BGS site nowadays. So. PSA 9 in this case is the Spanish version. We have a Ronaldinho. Okay, so those are the rookies. Again, amazing stuff if you are a Messi collector, if you are trying to get some nice early stuff for Messi. We have the ST sticker, we have a couple of the Spanish Barça Campeón, and you have again the big dogs on the PSA 7 and the BGS site, and the PSA 2 for the ones that are operating in a budget. I wish I would have bought more cards a year ago. I used it to get Cristiano Ronaldo, Ronaldinho and the rookies from Panini in Italy. Oh, years ago, okay. Should have bought more, sold all my Ronaldos, thrown away 2 million. Okay, let's continue. Now we have second-year cards for Messi. Actually, one of the areas of the market that I think is a bit underrated, no financial advice, of course, but I feel like the second-year cards should be a bit more important. To be fair, this is the one I like the least, or one of the ones I like the least. Derby Total is basically adrenaline at the time. Is a game. Not a bad photo, but yeah, I would not my favorite. This one I like much more. BGS 8.5. I'm seeing some damage on the corner, I think, but probably looks nice since it's 8.5. Probably graded a bit soft. Yeah, probably graded a bit soft, and on the back I also saw damage. Yeah. Okay, so this one looks. This is not an 8.5. No chance SCC or PSA would give this an 8. But again, it's the grade and it's still a great card. ST stickers second year. The rarity should be similar to the first year, to be honest. Love the photo on this one, him kicking the ball. Also the headshot right there. So beautiful sticker for him. No Mundi Messi rookies. I don't think so, at least. I did not saw it. So we keep moving. Marcelo rookie, legendary defender, left back. I think is also in the contention to be one of the best left backs ever. I believe the market gives a preference to Roberto Carlos, even Maldini if you put Maldini in that position. But Marcelo is also a very special talent for sure. Third year. BGS 8.5 ST sticker, beautiful sticker for Messi again. So not that I have anything against third year stickers, but I like rookies and second year. I think that's the far I want to go as a Messi collector. I'm totally open-minded to collect more things, but at least paying big money, I stay more on first year and second year, especially first year, of course. I had 4 Ronaldo Mega Cracks 2003 PSA 10s, so that's crazy. 4 BGS 9.5s and 2 9s. Sold them all 9 years ago. Yeah, feels bad, my friend. But it happens, right? At least you're not being likely to have them at one point in time. I never had, so... Paulo said, I took some advice from members on Discord. By the way, guys, check my Discord below the video and also my Patreon. Tomorrow there will be extra audio on Patreon. But let's refocus. I took some advice from members on Discord and started collecting Rui Costa. Great choice, by the way. I'm bullish on soccer cards in the future as well. I think collectors will collect the GOATs and their country legends. No, yeah, could very well be the case. Rui Costa is a legendary player for Benfica fans, for Portuguese fans. So this is I would say a controversial card in the hobby. This is a Benzema rookie. What some people don't like about this card is they put dual / Karim Benzema. The reality is the name of this card is dual, but since they see Benzema on the photo, they go with Benzema also. But you can see this is dual card action plus, and they don't talk about the defender, which I find a bit disrespectful. Oh my god. Oh man. What? See guys, the thing with grading is this. How is this a 4? Yeah, I have nothing to say, my friends, honestly. It's just crazy. It is what it is. So PSA 8, this one with the round corners is a Brazilian version. You can see PSA also puts Brazilian version. It's a cool card. Even says made in Brazil on the back, right? Sorry, my mouse is a bit crazy today. Yeah, made in Brazil, Panini Group. A beautiful card for Messi. 2006 is the most important year for him with Argentina. PSA population 1 of 6, just one graded higher. So a nice alternative if you want something a bit more niche, maybe a bit more rare in 2006. We also have this one, 2006 Mega Cracks. I love the look of this card. I think it looks insanely beautiful. I think the action shot is perfect. And I also love the back. And 5 stars for Messi. Valoração is basically rating the player. This is the first insert for Messi. The gem rate on this card is crazy low, actually. I believe there is only 3 or 4 PSA 10s. PSA 9s, there is a good amount. The reason, if you guys are not aware, and this is something, again, that some people may already know, but all the cards, they have this stuff right there around the shoulder, and this is normal. Even other players have this. I was talking with a Patreon member, a good friend of the channel, Nick, that thinks that PSA now is aware, so maybe because of that the 10s will increase. But yeah, this is the first insert with Mega Cracks, and I believe is an amazing card. It's the Mega Estrelas insert. Agüero first year in Europe, not the true rookie, but still, I would say, people consider this rookie material, even though it's debatable. Beautiful card. Mega Cracks cards always are nice to see. Your opinion on the new Disney Prism cards, David, is a controversial topic. I would say this, stay away. I mean, if things go up so much, there is a likely scenario they will also crash in the future. But it's not something I collect. I actually, this is a fun story. I was aware of these cards long time ago. I was looking at them in China, in card hobby, and they end up selling for very, very little. The reason I never bought them is I thought they are not licensed. I know people assume they are licensed, but that stuff was appearing in AliExpress and stuff like that. So I would be careful. Do I know a lot about the set to have a strong opinion? No, but looking in a very macro take, yeah, it makes sense to be careful about them. Dzeko. Not a crazy legend, but a relevant player, I would say. Henry first year at Barcelona. This is also an insert. Lovely card, PSA 10. Oh, PSA population 1 of 1. This insert, I know because Messi also 10s are very low on this card, and this insert grade is very harsh from my experience. Andrés Iniesta 2008 Espana. Beautiful card actually for Iniesta. You don't see this every day actually. Ooh, David Silva also, another legend. Ooh, love the photo for David Silva on this one. Really nice card. Disney stuff for me always go up and down. Yeah, I don't know that much to have a super strong opinion, but I would agree. Yeah, Nicholas, great card, I agree. No, I love it. I think it's an amazing card. End up winning Champions League at Barcelona, so... Have you been buying much recently? No, but I have a good amount of money to buy now, so maybe I will buy more. I actually have the money on PWCC. But again, I'm trying to be patient, you know, and I'm looking for iconic cards, not stuff that just because it's rare I buy it. You know, I did that mistake in the past. Right now I'm trying to get really iconic cards that I feel they will be a staple in the hobby. But that's me, of course. Everyone looks at the market different. Katsoranis. This guy won the Euro 2004 with Greece and was a Benfica player. Not an amazing player, but I mean, he's part of the Greece history in football, of course. Aaron Robben. Early card for him. Beautiful card also. You can see Robben still has a bit of hair right there. This is the first year for Benzema at Real Madrid. You probably recognize this card because of the Cristiano Ronaldo one and also the Messi one. But, I mean, Benzema is a legend, right? So, Diego Costa. I'm not sure if this is a rookie for Diego Costa or not. I don't follow his market, to be fair, but nice card. Thomas Muller, this is a rookie for Thomas Muller, double CZF. Tends to be difficult to grade, to be honest. This is an 8, but you can see some damage on the back. Because of a population 1 of 3, just to grade the higher. Double CZF also have a more common version, is a black/base version. So again, guys, 23 people watching. At one point we had around 30. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. We are actually close to 30 likes, so let's try to do it. I've been buying sealed sticker packs. That's nice. Alright, so let's continue. Another insert for Benzema. This is a second-year card at Real Madrid. A beautiful card. I love the design of these inserts of Mega Estrelas, of Mega Cracks, but insert is Mega Estrelas. Just to grade a Dyer. This I would be careful, because he's not a card that people are grading a lot, but is a really nice card. The PSA 8 I don't think will be that difficult of a grade, knowing the pops on the Messi and Ronaldo card. This is another cool one. Just one thing to be aware: those are not foil, right? I believe no. So they don't are that premium as the others. Yeah, those are not foil, but they are really nice cards in general. Mega Bombers is another insert. Okay, and one card got added recently. I refreshed it and yeah, there is new cards. Again, cool card for Ronaldo, but let's go back to what I was talking about. Okay, so Thomas Muller second year, nice card. This one is foil, okay. PSA 8 I don't think is the best grade by any means on these inserts. To be fair, you can see even damage on the back. Botas d'Oro means basically golden boot. But yeah, I don't even like this insert that much, to be honest. And I think you can still find it raw quite easy. In the other end, I love this insert. This is first season at Real Madrid and the season at the time, 2011. For Messi is a bit more special since Messi was in the league for more time, but really cool card for Ronaldo. And 8 I also don't think is the best grade. I have some old Panini support packets from 87. It will be sending for grading soon. Now, yeah, grading packs is a market that I feel like more people is exploring recently. Rookie cards for, in this case, rookie stickers for Salah. Salah is a legend, I would say, for Liverpool, for Premier League, for Egypt, of course. Not that difficult to find. They are actually quite easy. There is also a foil version. I maybe even prefer this one recently because I like the portrait, but I know people also love the other version. Rookie card for N'Golo Kante. There is also a sticker, Panini Foot. A rarity tends to be similar. Hot take, I may like the card a bit more than I like the sticker for Kante, even though it's adrenaline card. Now we start entering modern. Amazing card for Pirlo. I would say this would look better in blue, but purple is out of 99, so it's a bit more rare. And Pirlo, I mean, huge legend. Same for Lampard. I also think Lampard is a legend. I don't like England players that much, and you can see there is no rights for them. You don't find logos on the cards. But yeah, Lampard is also a big legend, especially if you are a Premier League fan, Chelsea fan, England fan. Lampard is one of the best players. Refractor for Suarez, also a legend. A couple of inserts, captains for Buffon. But see, this is the thing. I understand that the purple is rarer than the red. But come on, this looks better, right? I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but this looks better. Actually, I will put those just to see if my logic applies. Oh, this is a nice matchup. Green Crystal for Drogba and Radamel Falcão. Legendary strikers both. Drogba a bit more, of course. If you are a Premier League fan, you have memories with Drogba for sure. But at one point, Falcão was also an incredible player. 2004 insert set is so nice to me. Are you talking about the captains or the matchups? I like both, but I think more people prefer the matchups. Especially because the Ronaldo and Messi card is so famous. So gold prism on this one for a stadium, right? Brasilia. Okay. Not my market by any means, as you can imagine. Brazil photo. Okay, see, this type of stuff I don't collect. Not that I don't think is nice, as long you like it, but it's not for me. 2014 stickers, another thing that I try to avoid. Pogba select. This is first year select, but again, not a set that I collect that much. Oh, this one looks nice. The red for Rooney. Yeah, I like this one. And there is also a 10, as you say, population out of 1. Really nice card for Wayne Rooney. Thomas Muller, this almost looks like gold, but yeah, is the orange. Quite more common, of course. Muller is a legend. I just don't like the set that much. I love this set, Colecciones Este 2016 Serie Ouro. I think the cards look nice. This is a fake auto, of course. No, don't go crazy, but looks really nice. All the inserts, but the matchup are iconic, and I love the Pride ones. Pride ones are in select, not 2014. But I agree, I also like the Pride ones. Mbappe true rookie, that's the reality. Maybe people may get mad because they have the Chrome card or the Prism, but this is the rookie. I also have the Chrome card, but this is the true rookie. It's a bit common, and I think that's one of the reasons people put such a premium on Chrome and the other sets. David Silva Gold Refractor. See, this is an interesting one. PSA 9, 2016. Not an amazing, not a set that I think is super relevant, but I mean, he's a gold and people love them, and Silva is a relevant player in my book. Okay, Tony Kroos blue, looks nice. I actually like the design on 2016. I think it looks nice. Okay, let's go a bit fast. And Cuckoo. This guy is super. At one point, people was talking about him a lot. I believe he's going to Chelsea next season, right? So maybe this guy can become a major star. I know that there is also a sticker for him. But yeah, this is also a rookie as far as I'm aware. Huge card for Mbappe, the select... Wait, This is actually have a video. I mean, I know it's a huge card, but wow. Mbappé have the weirdest rookie market, I would agree. Seems like 2016-2018 World Cup are all rookie material, yeah. Florshed. Hey André, recently I pulled a Cannavaro on card out from 2022 NT. Congratulations. Thoughts on whether to hold or sell? I don't know much on him other than he won the 2006 Ballon d'Or, which is the most scrutinizing Ballon d'Or. Yeah. Again, if you don't have any connection, I would sell. But I have no idea how much that card goes. On card autos for legends, normally there is a market, that there is a decent market for them. But I would sell. I also think Cannavaro is a bit overrated, being honest with you. I thought that Ballon d'Or made no sense. I mean, he was an amazing player, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Now we have some top scrum, green Dybala. I love the greens on top scrum. I would say maybe my favorite color since I cannot afford reds. But green is one of my favorite colors. Also think purple goes really nice. I'm not sure if this card was mine at one point in time or not. I had a 10, but I'm not sure if it was this one or not. I mean, look at this card. This card is beautiful, beautiful for Iniesta. And matches the Barcelona jersey nice, I would say. This is the first year finest for the first top tier finest in soccer, gold refractor for Mbappé. So this is the thing. Do people consider this a rookie or not? I don't, but I guess you can make an argument to be honest, since the prism, maybe the prism is because if he's with France, but things get really, really tricky with Mbappé, to be honest. Legends of Spain. Messi, Ronaldo, Iniesta and Suarez. I mean, the players are amazing. So one thing that I don't like, why they are with Barcelona jerseys, Ronaldo with Real Madrid, and you put Suarez with Uruguay. Come on. I mean, not the thing I collect. Being honest with you guys, I don't like Leaf that much. I have nothing against. It's just I prefer licensed product. Vinicius Junior, rookie, Mega Cracks, PSA 8. Easy card to find. I believe the 10s are still low. Another card that people consider rookie for Mbappé, the National Treasures. Beautiful card, actually, but like someone said in the chat, is a difficult market to navigate for Mbappé. Funny Travel, Leonardo Bonucci, legendary player for Juventus. Those cards look much better in hand. We have Timo Werner Gold Refractor. You guys may not remember, but at one point people was paying crazy money for this guy. I guess not anymore. And guess what? A lot of the players people are speculating nowadays, they will beat Timo Werner in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years. It's just a question of time. I even remember people paying good amounts of money for Zaniolo. I don't collect Leaf, but you can get a huge discount on autographs with them. No, yeah, for sure. And I believe basically their market is almost autographs nowadays in soccer. All right, Ansu Fati, another player that is down a lot. I have that gold Timo Werner, no auto for like $20, yeah. 6 is a waffle grade, the 10, the gem rate is still low, but I mean, it's a super speculative player. Not sure if I go that more, far with this, since Finance Refractor, okay. So now this is losing me, right? Because I mean, after 2018, I don't even like modern product that much. Ooh, nice, Bernardo Silva, Portuguese player. Take a look at one more page or two, and I think I will call it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Okay, this is a nice one, actually. PSA 10 Obsidian, Color Blast, Mohamed Salah. Really beautiful card. I like this insert, actually. Couple of kabooms. Pedri Gold Rookie. This is the first year for Stadium Club. Yeah, now this is not being that relevant for me, being honest, guys. It's so much beautiful card for Messi, actually, but there is so much modern product, right? I believe this is a fake auto, but don't quote me on this. Neymar. I don't know, if you like modern is kind of the same thing again and again. Playmakers. Don't know a lot about this set. Do you have any Gavi and Pedri? I have a couple of Pedri Mega Cracks cards raw, but I have them for a long time. But I'm not buying them. At one point I had a Pedri out of 10, the Merlin Heritage. But yeah, he's a player, I love him, but I try to avoid all of these new guys. Pirlo, oh, that's nice. He's nice for Legends autos, yeah. Again, this is just personal preference. I know that a lot of you guys love modern. And I like modern, to be honest. It's just that it's a bit overwhelming for me. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with modern. Nice auto. Just there is always a new thing, And when you collect iconic cards, rookie cards, or even iconic sets in modern, like Prism, like Flawless, like Chrome, talking about first years, of course. I think the more product they make, the more specially those sets become, and you don't need to worry about it. Roberto Carlos, Emmanuel Petit. Okay. Ricardo Carvalho. Portuguese legend, defender. Works at the national team nowadays. Ooh, Di Maria, that's nice. Sadly, it's a sticker auto. Oh, but it's a beautiful card. Actually, let's take a look at all pages since I started, right? Crespo, Patrice Evra, Arturo Vidal. I mean, all of these guys are a big deal, but Carlos Puyol 101. This is the printing stuff, right? Yeah. Leonardo Bonucci again. Now we have some Prism, base. And the last page. Yes, cool card for Mbappé, BGS 95, 1 of 99, not bad. This is a nice one. Vinicius Junior gold choice. There's so many golds nowadays. But this is a cool card, to be honest. And that's the way we end this stuff, guys. Ansel said, I collect few 2022 national autos. They are on card and cool. Not investing in them, but I have them because I like. No, that's totally fair, Ansel. I also do that. That's safe. Don't think I'm different. Zebra Messi looks nice. So guys, let me ask you for one thing again. If you can leave a like, thank you so much for that. It's the best way to show support. Is everything for today. Yeah, hope you had fun. See you guys.